I can do the crane and the star, but I think origami is about to be a much bigger part of my life because Nintendo dropped a massive amount of information and video on Paper Mario the Origami King, and that game looks like it's Nintendo's next big thing. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce, and I love the charm and the fun. They are packing this with the things that make Nintendo special and stand out. Look, we're about to see a ton of interesting games and innovative ideas across the board as these digital presentations continue through the summer. But one thing stands out about Nintendo that nobody else can really match. It is the true whimsy and fun that they're able to imbue into games with great gameplay. A lot of times it's either or, really hardcore gameplay or really colorful, cute ideas. And yet Nintendo, as proven with Animal Crossing New Horizons, has found a way to make addictive games that are adorable. Games you want to hug, but games you also want to play for 100 hours. Make sure to smash that like button if you have been enjoying the Switch this year, and let me know in the comments down below what you think of the epic new Paper Mario trailer. Are you guys interested in buying Origami King? Have they sold you on the game thus far? Well, if they have not, I think today's drop was really important. It shows how much variety and scope is in this game. I'm blown away by all the fun places we're gonna go. Yes, we've seen the big deserts and the spooky ruins, but a sewer system, a department store, a hotel, a hot springs, there are so many fun, quirky locales, and I cannot wait to take Mario and his companions along for that journey all over this origami world. There's something truly captivating and magical about fully diving into a world and its lore. Like when I see a Pixar movie, my favorite part is figuring out, where do those dinosaurs shop? How do those bugs get to work in the morning? And I feel like this Paper Mario is really showing us so much of the Mushroom Kingdom. So many layers and so many things that we don't normally think about. Yeah, there's Bowser's Castle and Peach's Castle, and sometimes they drive around on carts. But where do they shop? What do they do to relax? What's an ancient ruin or a sewer system look like in the world of Mario and Luigi? And I'm so excited to explore all of those areas in this game. And that fun spark exudes across the entire trailer and apparently across the entire game. We've got fun friends to take with us, confirming the partner characters that we've hoped for. This Paper Mario is not going to be exactly like any other. It's not going to be the same as Thousand Year Door. It's not going to be the same as the OG. It's not going to be the same as Color Splash. It looks to be a true hybrid, merging many familiar ideas with new ones as well. But I love that we get a Bomb to take on the go. I love that we get a Professor Toad to take along for the ride. Kamek. I think Kamek is one of the secretly most underrated Nintendo characters, and we get a companion Kamek. Plus, if their infographics are anything to go off of, it looks like both Bowser in his folded form and Bowser Jr. are going to be along for the ride. And anytime Mario is able to team up with the big turtle, we see so many awesome antics. The jokes and the funnies are going to be in full force, and I already love the vibes I'm getting from this game. It seems like they are merging some of the more quirky humor of the recent titles with the tried and true humor that we came to love back on the N64 and GameCube, and I cannot wait to see where they take it. It's so fun to see Nintendo take our favorite franchises and blow them out on Switch. Zelda made things so much more marvelous. Even Odyssey expanded the scope in surprising ways. And we continue to see Nintendo do this time and time again here with Paper Mario. The world is awe-inspiring. I look and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I can't believe Mario is going to all these places. I can't believe it looks this pretty. And I know some of you will feel like, we shouldn't really be fighting against tape. I don't necessarily want these real-world objects integrating in my Mario RPG, but that's the course Nintendo has chosen to take. And so the course I choose to take is rather than nitpick every little decision, I'm going to enjoy the heck out of this game because it looks like they are passionately pushing the fun. Animal Crossing New Horizons taught me that sometimes it's more about the enthusiasm and enjoyment of the game than it is about every little detail. But Nintendo did divulge much more on the detail side of things as well, cementing the battle system as this interesting mix of RPG time-based attacks and ring-spinning action. The limited time you have to flip the rings and the limited moves to line up your enemies seems basic but intriguing. I'm curious how Nintendo will mix up that formula as the adventure progresses, because right now, it looks pretty easy to rotate the rings and line up 4 Goombas in a row. Now, the items and weapons are a little bit more mysterious, but it does seem like that system is going to be borrowing maybe from the more recent Paper Marios, more so than the older Paper Marios. I hope there's still depth there. I really would love some sort of progression and leveling up. I'm not going to hold my breath, but it would be super sweet. At this point, it looks like you collect a whole bunch of weapons/items and use them one time, a couple times. That list is very long. There's a specific shot where you see Mario's got like so many moves, and I don't believe that's his move list. I believe those are items he's acquired. That's just my take. It could be different. I would like to be proven wrong. I would really rather a much more traditional battle system. But alas, I'm going to see what Nintendo has to offer. I'm going to give it a chance. And I think you should as well. Where it gets really creative and where it sparks my interest is in the boss battles. Notice how Nintendo has crafted these rings to now not just be a way to line up the opponents, but almost a Mario Party style board game maze. You're cutting and crafting a path through the arena to the boss's weak point, and that's a pretty interesting idea that I hope pays off. They showed off collectibles and gathering more toads from around the world, playing hide and seek to eventually add them to your audience. And it looks like they'll be able to support you with more items, maybe some health and a few assists along the way. Also note, Shy Guys finished last. And even if the combat is more chaotic and less cool than it could be, and even if some of the elements don't carry over all that well, please remember that this is a Paper Mario adventure you can play on your big TV and then take on the go. It is the fusion of the handheld Paper Marios and the console Paper Marios. It is a 2020 title that will bring smiles and hopefully some really memorable jokes where Mario, Olivia, Bowser Jr., Kamek, and more are fluttering about a fantastically animated world with huge environments and a whole lot of variety. I mean, that makes me smile just thinking of it. I see these trailers and I go, yes, I love being a Switch owner. Broad appeal but strong mechanics is a philosophy Nintendo strives to implement in nearly all of their titles, and it's worked so well for a game like Animal Crossing. Even though that's a bit more casual, it's sold an ungodly amount of copies. And I don't think Paper Mario comes anywhere close in terms of sales figures, but I do hope it comes close in terms of enjoyment. I mean, even though the system doesn't seem to be as hardcore as some of us most hardcore would want it to be, look at that variety. I mean, this game really looks to be taking Mario to all sorts of places we typically don't get to experience in his more traditional adventures. I love when Nintendo decides to go a little more linear with its Mushroom Kingdom characters, because we're so used to the familiar formula. It's platforms and prescribed challenges. And don't get me wrong, those are amazing, but I love when they put Mario in these very peculiar situations, and you get to experience different types of gameplay that the Mustache Man doesn't usually partake in. I mean, we're talking aerial assaults, deep sea diving, shooting galleries, minigames, and more. Fishing, perhaps, and even spinning the rings to form photos. It looks to be a downright lovely time. And I think Nintendo's exploration into these more innovative areas is really, really engaging. I mean, Luigi's Mansion 3 is proof in the pudding that they can deliver a linear story-based Nintendo game that is stellar, that sells super well, and is very successful for all sorts of players. There's more to Mario than sports and platformers, and I love that we're going to have a chance to experience this together in about a month's time. I mean, I can't believe this game is so close. It's one of the best gifts Nintendo has given us in a long time. I know the calendar is still looking very empty, and with no Direct on the horizon, what the heck comes between now and Horizon? I mean, Sony set the stage for a really big fall with their PlayStation 5. Microsoft will do the same with Xbox Series X. What will Nintendo bring to the table? I do not know. We have some ideas, but we have nothing concrete. I do know, confidently though, that whatever they bring, it will be wonderful. Nintendo is cementing the Switch as their perfected platform, where they take IP that we love, keep them familiar, but deliver them in a fresh, fun way. And there's so many franchises that are seeing their pinnacle be released on this system. Will Paper Mario the Origami King be the pinnacle of Nintendo's RPG ideas? I know there's some worry when you see the ring-based battle system, look at the list of weapons and items, and think, why does Nintendo refuse to go back to what worked best? But maybe what worked best isn't what will work best. And I have full faith. I'm trusting these guys to deliver a game for the summer. One that fills 2020 with more joy, more color, more whimsy, and more magical gaming experiences that we can enjoy together. If you guys are pumped for Paper Mario, smash that like button. Let me know your take in the comments down below. Look, I'm going to bring it with open arms, those big extendable open arms like Mario has. I'm going to check it out. I will be critical if I need to be, but I've got a feeling they're going to deliver. I don't know. I just feel really strongly about this title, and so I cannot wait for July to roll around. Until then, though, everybody, thanks so much for your support. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day and staying safe and staying healthy out there. I love you all so much. I really appreciate you members for being here. I really appreciate all of you for giving me a chance to share this wonderful summer of gaming with you guys, and I'm so glad you're along for the journey with me. So until Paper Mario, the Origami King comes out, we've got plenty more to cover. Animal Crossing, I'm sure Nintendo has a few tricks up their sleeve. So turn the notification bell on and subscribe so you're ready. Thanks again, everybody. SwitchForce out.